here because last week I was here. So my son trains close to this location and they had some Laura Mercier powders for $8.99, but I am not seeing any of those today. That's really what I came back for. Yeah, they have Bare Minerals and some MAC products, but no Laura Mercier. All right. Yeah, they have some cute items here today. So they have the NARS Afterglow Lip Shine. These are the mini duos. I think it's $14.99. Guys, look at this. They have palettes that I sell in my store. Well, I don't have any of these in stock, but they have the Oh Dear Christmas from Beauty Creations. They have the Espresso Essence from Amuse, the Bare Soul from Zyme, and I'm seeing the Irresistible from Zyme. Let's look at the prices. So $5.99 on this one, $5.99 on the Oh Dear Christmas, but it's so dirty. Oh, $7.99 on this is a really good price. Oh, they also have this one. I wonder if it's $7.99 as well. All right, this one doesn't have a price. This one is the Gabrielle palette from Zyme. I had these a long time ago, maybe like 8 months ago in the shop. Guys, all these Fenty products are in Ross and I can't believe it. So far I've seen the mini foundations, I've seen the shadow stick, and I've seen concealers. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's so great being here with you guys. I remember in my last video, I did tell you all that I would have been starting my YouTube channel, being consistent with it, but to be 100% transparent and honest, life happened. And life happened in such a way where I had to pause, take a step back, do the evaluation of what my next steps would be before I came back to my content creation. So welcome to my YouTube channel, everyone. If you're new here, my name is Paula. I am the co-owner of the Beauty BFF on TikTok. And on this YouTube channel, we vibe. Guys, don't mind the noise outside. There is some work happening outside, but I wanted to do this video right now because if I didn't, then it probably wouldn't get done. In today's video, I want to talk specifically about business. So as many of you know, I'm a business owner. I run a small beauty store with my mom and we sell our products mostly on TikTok Shop. When I first got started with business, there were so many people talking about the advantages of starting your online business, how to scale your online business, but I didn't see a lot of videos talking about what to do when the challenges in business arise. And let me tell you, there are so many challenges that we encounter on a daily basis. Here are some challenges that I've personally experienced over the last 3 years. So number one, inventory management. Now, as a business owner who's selling physical products, you're not doing drop shipping, you have to ensure that your products are in stock. You'll also have to ensure that products are not expired. And then you'll also have to determine or assess the demands of specific products, whether seasonal or not. The The second challenge that I encountered has to do with platform fees. Now, remember, I told you that I do most of my selling on TikTok Shop, and when we started, there were no fees at all. But over time, TikTok raised their fees several times, and we now have to pay various fees, whether it is the shipping fees that we have to pay now, or we have to pay the referral fees and so forth, and those take a big chunk out of our profits. Another challenge that I've experienced, and this one is specific to TikTok, is algorithm dependence. Essentially, your performance will depend on the platform's algorithm. There were times where I felt like I was shadow banned, right? There were times when I would be online on live for hours, but there would be no one in my room. And when I shifted over to another seller, they would have so many people in their room. However, what I will say about the platform is it doesn't matter if there are 2 or 3 people in your room, you still have the opportunity to make sales, even if you don't have as many as other people that are applying their business through live. Another challenge that I experienced was the need for constant content creation. Now, here's the thing. When you have a full-time job, you have a kid who plays soccer almost every day, you're having the need to, you have to go on live. And then you have your own personal life with your partner to take care of. It's very difficult to engage in constant content creation. But here's the kicker. If you're not doing that now in this environment, then you're not going to succeed. Another challenge that I experienced was the refund request. Now, a lot of time, there would be people requesting refunds, and when they were asked to return the products, they would return something that they didn't get from your shop, or they would return packages with used products. And that really affected our business a great deal, because as small business owners, we really depend on the sale of every single product to keep us going. Now, obviously, that challenge leads into cash flow problems. Now, as a small business owner, you don't have a lot of capital when you're running your business. You have to purchase your items up front, most likely with your own money, like I did in my case, and you have to buy in bulk. Those were major challenges for a business. But to top that off, I think that waiting on the platform to pay out the funds that you would have acquired based on the sales was even more challenging, because on TikTok, it does take a while. And you know what? Being in the beauty space, another challenge for me had to do with trends. So something might sell well for 1 month, 2 months, but then the customers are no longer asking for it because they've moved on to another trend. So having to do that constant assessment and research in the space can prove quite challenging. And finally, for me, the burnout is real. So at the beginning, when I told you that I had to take a step back, let me tell you, I was so burned out. Right? I was exhausted. I was fatigued. I thought something was wrong with me. I had to go to the doctor. I had to do all these tests. But at the end of the day, I recognized that my body wanted rest. It wanted calm. I needed to regulate my nervous system. And essentially, I had to choose me in that moment. Now, that isn't an indication that I walked away from my business, but I had to recognize that being here for my son, showing up as the best me, was also very important. And not just for my son, but for my entire family. Those things were significantly important to me, and that's why I had to take a step back from selling on TikTok. Now, with all that time to think, I was able to re-strategize how I wanted to approach my business. And you're going to be hearing so much about that in the coming weeks. But I also wanted to expand my reach in socials. And that is why I've returned to my YouTube page. I hope you guys will follow me. So if you are not yet following, go ahead, hit the follow button and subscribe to my channel. Hit the post notification bell as well so you'll get the notification when I release a new video.